morning, Wolves. Welcome to another Word of the Wolf. My name is Caleb.
And my name is Jude.
And we bring you the news on Friday mornings.
Today is Friday, May the 3rd, 2024.
We are happy you are here.
We have a lot to talk about, so let's head over and get a school news report.
We have a special news report. We have an exceptional guest today who would like to share something that makes her awesome. We are all created special and unique. Emmy has alopecia and she's excited to teach us all about it.
We have a special guest today. This is Emmy Brewington, a first grader in Miss Woolley's class. Thank you for coming in to talk with us today, Emmy.
You're welcome.
Could you tell us a little bit more about alopecia?
Sure thing. I will love to. Alopecia is hair loss and something that makes me unique. It is an autoimmune disorder where my body attacks my hair, making it fall out. It is not something to be ashamed of, but a gift to walk from God because I am beautiful with or without hair. Alopecia is something that I was born with that can come and go throughout my life.
Is there anything else you want to tell LCE students about alopecia?
Yes, please. Don't be scared to ask me any questions you have about alopecia. Ask, don't stare. I would love to talk to you about it more.
Does it hurt when your hair falls out?
The thing is, it kind of does it, but I think it is just basically not really, and basically kind of really.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is it scary when you lose your hair?
It's not really at the end, but in the middle, but at the first part, it's kind of scary to me.
Did you expect to have alopecia?
No, I didn't really. We just figured that out a few months ago.
You said it comes and goes throughout your life. Does it stop and just come back?
Well, that's the thing in my life. I don't know what my body's gonna do. It's just my body being my body.
Will your hair eventually grow back?
I don't know that for sure, because in the last one, my body is just being my body, but we've been working on some medicine and steroid cream that it's working for my hair.
Thank you, Emmy, for coming and telling us all about alopecia.
You're very welcome.
Now let's pass it on to Travis and Katie for a Beanstack Report.
Hi, my name is Katie.
And my name is Travis.
Our year is almost up, which means you only have a few more weeks to finish up the year-long Beanstack Challenge.
The top student in each grade will receive a special prize from the library, so keep reading.
Yesterday, reading Charlotte's Web, Fern reveals to her family that she can talk to the animals in the barn.
Fern's mom is worried about talking to animals. Do you talk to animals?
Do you think they understand you? I'm still wondering how Charlotte is going to save Wilbert. Maybe we'll learn her plan today.
Now let's pass it over to Liam and Annie.
Hi, my name is Garfield.
And I'm Annie.
Our lunch options today are fish strips and chicken and waffles, hush puppies, french fries, carrots, and salad, bananas, apples, tropical fruit, peaches, and oranges with your choice of fresh milk.
The weather today will be a high of 78 and a low of 64, with a 74% chance of rain. It will be a good day to play your favorite board game.
Now you please pause for a moment of silence.
Now will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Attention, salute the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hi, my name is Mia.
My name is Lane. And my name is Blaine.
Today we have Miss Haley Potter as our STEAM Career of the Week. Miss Potter is a journalist from Good News Magazine.
Thank you, Miss Potter, for joining us this morning to share your amazing career.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. This is so exciting.
First of all, what does a journalist do?
Well, a journalist takes stories and things that are happening in the community and they get to share it with everybody else in the community. So if somebody's doing something really good, or maybe an athlete just won an award for their sport, or, unfortunately maybe the weather is really bad or something bad is happening, it's our jobs to report that to the people in the communities to stay informed.
Are there different types of journalism?
There sure are. There's print journalism, so that's like a magazine like I write for. There's a newspaper. There's broadcast TV. I used to work on broadcast TV news. And then there's just radio and just writing, for the web as well. So yeah, lots of different types of journalism.
Sometimes the news can be not so good. Your magazine is called Good News. That is really cool. We love good news. What makes your reporting different from the ones I see on television?
Yeah, so it is called Good News. So we're taking all of the good news that you're seeing in your local communities, like people doing really good things for their community, whether they are a teacher or, maybe a firefighter or someone else in the community that is taking time out of their day to do something positive and to do something good. And that's why it's called Good News. We take our humble heroes in our local communities and we're able to report on them. So it is all positive, it's all good, and it's so fulfilling in that way too. These are human interest stories that are all just so good.
Where do you go to find your news stories?
Well, sometimes I'll go to social media like Facebook and I'll see what good things people are posting about in their local communities. Or sometimes I'll go into businesses and just see, what the business owners, what the people that are out eating or out in the community shopping, what they say. These stories for our magazine are about the local people. It could be your next door neighbor. It could be one of your teachers. It could be your mom. So just, finding those stories within the community of just people, what they have to say, what they recommend as stories is how I find my stories.
What type of training or degree do you need to be a journalist?
Yes, you got to go to college. I got my bachelor's degree, so you go to college for 4 years. I went to Slippery Rock University in Pennsylvania, and then I was able to be a journalist.
What do you love most about your career?
There's just something so special about getting to tell people's stories, give a voice to the voiceless, and just be a platform where we can share news, whether it be good news in the magazine or even if it is bad news, just being able to share for the rest of the world to see. I think that's so inspiring and so important.
What do you find most challenging about your career?
Well, just like any career, there's always going to be somebody out there that doesn't like journalists, right? So you just have to know in your heart that you're doing what you love and you keep on pushing, keep on telling those stories. But sometimes it's challenging whenever you get negativity, but it's just so important to kind of keep on pushing, keep on driving in journalism or any career that you choose.
What type of technology do you use to perform your job?
Yeah, for me right now, personally, I use my cell phone, and when I go out and I interview people for stories, I'll record it on the voice memos on my phone, and then I'll take it back to my laptop, type out the story, pick all the best quotes, pick all the best storylines, and yeah, so really my phone and my laptop. If you're talking about broadcast journalism or print journalism, of course you're using a camera or a teleprompter like you guys are using, so it really just depends, but for me personally, it's my laptop and it's my phone.
Where can we view your magazine?
Well, you can go to goodnewsmags.com and you can subscribe online. And when you subscribe, you'll get one of these in your mailbox every month for free. So definitely encourage your parents to do that.
Can you share the most exciting news you ever covered?
It is so hard to pick a favorite of all of the exciting news that I've got to cover over the past couple of years. But I will say just this past weekend, there was a local athlete. He actually played football at Lebanon, and he got drafted to the NFL. And I got to be there for the watch party, and I got to talk to him and tell his story about how he gives back to the local community and the local athletes in his own hometown. So that was such a positive story, and it was so exciting to be there.
What NFL team did he get drafted to?
He got drafted to the Atlanta Falcons, which is so cool because he's just right next door in neighboring Lebanon, and now he gets to play for the NFL.
What type of advice would you give someone who wants to be a journalist?
Go for it. Like I said earlier, always go where your heart's at. Whenever I was your age, or even a little bit younger, I was a student reporter in my elementary school, and I knew in that moment that I wanted to be a journalist. And my mom and my family and my teachers were always so encouraging. And so I encourage everyone who wants to pursue a career in journalism to do the same thing. Shadow people, watch the news, go look up things online, and always follow your heart.
What are some things you brought today?
One of the things I brought was a press pass, because this is really cool. When you get to be a journalist, you get to go to some exclusive behind-the-scenes events. This is from an event in Shelbyville last summer where I got to ride in a hot air balloon with the mayor, which was super cool. And then I brought this award from whenever I was in college. I won Alpha Epsilon Rho Member of the Year, and it just kind of shows to me, and I hope shows to all of you as well, that when you work really hard and you put your heart and all of your passion into something, that you can do great things and you can win and kind of shine at the end of the day. So I followed my dreams, and I encourage all of you to do the same.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Cows go.
Cows go who?
No, cows go moo.
Thank you for sharing your amazing career with us today.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. It was great being here.
We also have our STEAM Showcase on May 7th from 5:30 to 7.
That concludes our last Word the Wolf of this year. We've enjoyed our time with you on Fridays.
We only have 13 days left until the end of the school year. Have a great weekend, Wolves.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Norma Lee.
Norma Lee who?
Normally I ring the doorbell, but it isn't working.
Have a great rest of your year, Wolves.